The human body contains a significant amount of salt water or sodium chloride, which is basically table salt, making up about 0.4% of an adult's body weight. This concentration is actually quite similar to that of seawater. Salt is found throughout the body, particularly in fluids such as blood, sweat, tears, semen, and urine. To maintain the right balance of salt and water, the body relies on various mechanisms, including the kidneys. When there's an excess of salt, the kidneys help remove it through urine, which is why you might feel thirsty after consuming salty foods. However, human kidneys can only produce urine that is less salty than seawater, so drinking seawater can lead to dehydration and potentially be fatal. Salt is essential for normal bodily functions, including regulating body temperature, muscle and nerve function, and fluid balance. Adding a small amount of salt to water can help with hydration, but it can also have other benefits. Hydration. Salt contains sodium and chloride, which are electrolytes that help your body absorb water and deliver it to your cells. This can help prevent dehydration, especially if you're active and sweating a lot. Respiratory infections. Gargling with salt water can help prevent upper respiratory infections and relieve sore throats. The salt draws water out of throat tissue, reducing inflammation and pain. To gargle, add half a teaspoon of salt to 8 ounces of warm water and gargle 2 to 3 times a day. Muscle function. Sodium ions are needed for the production of ATP, a crucial molecule that stores and transfers energy to cells. This energy is necessary for muscle contraction. Most people get adequate sodium from their diet, so adding extra salt to water isn't necessary for everyone. In fact, excessive sodium intake can lead to health issues such as bloating, headaches, and increased thirst. The dietary guidelines for Americans recommend that individuals aged 14 and older consume less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, which is about 1 teaspoon of table salt. Consuming more than 2,000 milligrams of sodium daily has been associated with high blood pressure, which can increase the risk of kidney disease and cardiovascular problems. Drinking too much water in a short period of time can cause hyponatremia, a condition where sodium levels in the body are too low. This is also known as water intoxication or water poisoning. Drinking excessive amounts of water increases the volume of water in the blood, which dilutes electrolytes like sodium. When sodium levels drop, fluids move from outside of cells to inside, causing them to swell. This can be dangerous and even life-threatening, especially when it affects brain cells. Doctors consider hyponatremia to be present when sodium levels fall below 135 millimoles per litre. To avoid hyponatremia, drink when you're thirsty and pay attention to symptoms like headaches and nausea. Clear urine is another sign of overhydration. Some suggest adding 1/16 teaspoon of salt to an 8 to 12 ounce glass of water, while others recommend adding a quarter to half teaspoon of salt to 8 ounces of water, using options like Himalayan or Celtic sea salt. The amount of salt you should add depends on your activity level, as increased movement leads to greater loss of salt through breathing and sweating. Adding a small amount of salt to water can help replenish electrolytes, improving water absorption and preventing dehydration. However, adding too much salt can lead to excessive sodium intake, especially if your diet already provides sufficient electrolytes. Some people find it beneficial to add salt only to their first glass of water in the morning. If you choose to add salt to your water, start with a pinch in a glass or sports bottle, and consider also incorporating other electrolytes like potassium, magnesium and calcium into your diet. However, adding salt to your water might not be necessary if you're already drinking enough water and getting sufficient sodium from your meals. Consuming too much sodium can also cause your body to retain water, which can make it difficult for your heart and blood vessels to function properly. Always consult your doctor before making any dietary changes, as some medications can be affected by alterations in your salt intake. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more health and wellness tips.